if you want to look oddly in your life, in all you do, you must arrange those things perfectly. You must do what? You must do what? You must do what? Let me begin this way. When I came in here this morning, the way this place is not the way it was. These wires were scattered all over. This thing was here at the middle of this place, scattered all over. And it's not a good setting. People move along this side. You know what? The crow wire. You don't be a fasting with them, okay, goes. And I began to hide the wires. I had to hide them. How to hide them, put them at a corner where nobody can step on it. Why did I do that? Because I'm a man of order. When I'm moving and see something that is not in an orderly manner, I don't overlook it. I don't overlook it. I don't joke with it because I know it plays a powerful role in my life. A man of order is unstoppable. Give me 1 Corinthians 14:40. Order means what? If I see you close that mouth again, if you don't concentrate on what I'm teaching this morning, may I not see you shut down your mouth or look elsewhere. You have to look at me. I'm speaking to children man. What is order?
Order means perfect arrangement of things.
What is order?
Order means perfect arrangement of things.
Look at 1 Corinthians 14:40. What did he say?
Let all things be done decently and in order.
What did he say?
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let few things. Let few things. Let some things. What is all things? What is all things?
Everything.
What is all things?
Everything.
What is all things?
Everything.
Including your dressing. Say everything. Including your dressing.
Everything.
Including your dressing.
Everything.
Including the way you walk.
Everything.
Including the way you talk.
Everything.
Including the way you write.
Everything.
Including the way you pay attention in class.
Everything.
Including the way you teach.
Everything.
What is order?
Order means perfect arrangement.
In everything you do in this life, it must be arranged in a perfect order. God started it in the book of Genesis. God did what? God started it in the book of Genesis. If you go to Genesis chapter 1, begin to read from verse 1. What was the first thing God created? Light. Because the whole universe was covered with what? Darkness. So I can't make man now. If I bring man now, darkness will overshadow him. So he began to do his creation in an orderly manner. Light came. And when he looked at that, he saw that the light was good. Before he stepped out again. I don't know whether you're getting something there. He did not put everything in place at the same time. There was perfect arrangement in creation. When light came, he separated light from where? From darkness. Called light what? Day. And called night what? Darkness. Before he now went over to create the firmament, which is called what? The firmament he called what? Heaven. I first in the nurse because the nurse is supposed to know. Because if you want to know about the creation, the first thing God created, go to nursery. Second thing God created, go to nursery. Because they will tell you the third thing God created, they will tell you. So the second thing that came was what? The firmament, the heavens. the water was all over. Water was what?
All over.
So if you have brought in that man that time, can man survive in water?
No.
You have a particular time you can stay. No matter how I can be an expert, maybe I may not stay under the water for 15 minutes. But I know I can go under the water and stay for some time. Even with the help of oxygen, it is limited. But when the oxygen exhausts, what will happen? It's limited. He's a God of order. He's a God of what? So what did he do? He did what? Other than the water should come together and settle at a place and let dry land appear. Dry land appeared and he called it the earth. That is why we are here now, because it's a dry land. He called it the earth, and the waters he called the seas. So he gave the waters this where to stay, and the land where man is about to create to stay. So you are in charge of this earth. You are what? You are what? You see, when you see me behaving in an ugly manner, I'm showing you my secret. I'm showing my what? Why I don't do this anyhow. No, it's not done. Because that is not the nature of God I serve. The God I serve is not a God of anyhow. Everything does has a procedure. Everything he does has a procedure. Now, after the whole creation, you know what he said? Now, this thing I have done will be now okay when I bring in man. I don't want to continue before the time because of time, because there's something I want to address this morning. You will see how fish this. You know when the creatures that say in water came, fowl was among. So he separated fowl from other whales or fishes. Because fowl can't be among them. You know what is fowl? Okuko. Okuko, I mean. You need to go and study that place and see how God created heaven and earth, everything in an orderly manner. And then God will know, he will observe. And observe, he will say, it is good. Before you proceed to another stage. When you are teaching a class, you exercise or evaluate the students, the pupils, and discover they fall woefully. When should you proceed? Repeat that teaching. Because the teaching has not achieved the desired result. Until it is good. And what is the good nature of it? And achieving the desired result, you cannot step into another step. That is how your teaching could be effective. That is how it could be result-oriented. God never moved to the next stage without observing what he has done now. And he saw, okay, this is now in place. I can step over to the next. Give me 1 Kings. Chapter 18, verse 33. The last thing God made was what? The last thing he made was what? Man later came after all creation. Man was not created. Man was made. There is a difference between creation and making. Making takes a process. Making takes what? It will involve the use of your hand and whatever to make. And God stood and formed what? A mold and began to mold man. A process. And after the molding, he breathed inside the man. A process. So man was not created by a spoken word. It took a process for man to come in place. man. Not let us create man. Let us make man in our image and likeness. And in God's image and likeness, he made man. I'm saying this thing for you to see that God is a God of order. And he has created you in his image and likeness so that you can even look ugly in all that you do. You don't do things haphazardly. You don't do things anyhow. That is not the reason why God made you and gave you in charge of this earth. The reason is for you to exhibit his nature here on earth. In that classroom situation, you exhibit him because he's an excellent God. Are you performing excellently? If you are not performing excellently, then you are short of the glory that God has made you to be. And he put the wood in order. Can anyone say that?
And he put the wood in order.
You know what wood is? And he put the wood in order and cut the bullock in pieces and laid it on the wood and said, fill 4 barrels with water and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. I won't read further because of time. But the emphasis I want to make here is that he said, put the wood in what? And you know what wood is? Uncle Eje Siri. Uncle Eje Megini. Is somebody with me? Rise to your feet. I want to make a powerful illustration here. Rise, rise, rise. What is order, everybody? I want to hear you loud and clear. What is order? After this time out, I don't want you to be acting, moving, talking, writing, teaching, anyhow. Whatever you are doing must be done in an orderly manner. Yesterday, last week, I saw something here. And I said, yesterday, I will tell the SU members how this shit will be arranged for me today. But this morning when I came, I discovered I've never instructed them. I don't probably remember next Tuesday. Or even if I don't remember, somebody should ask. Oh, when if the apostle grew this morning, please, can you call the attention, mommy, direct price, so that we know how to go about it. A lot of things here upstairs. I think a lot. What is order?
Order is perfect arrangement of things.
Some people are not talking. Can we go my kid? These girls here. What is order?
Order is perfect arrangement of things.
What is order?
Order is perfect arrangement.
And then I say from today.
From today.
From today.
From today.
I will no longer do things anyhow.
I will no longer do things anyhow.
I will not walk anyhow.
I will not walk.
I will not dress anyhow. I will not eat anyhow.
I will not eat anyhow.
There's something I did yesterday. I put granite and then the egg. As I was eating it, I discovered that my daughter called. I missed her call. So immediately I called back. As I was talking with her, I was chewing. You know what happened? He said, Daddy, what are you eating? He said, it was notice. It was what?
Notice.
I'm not supposed to be talking and eating. Immediately she observed and she asked, Daddy, what are you eating? I said, chewing carrots. He said, hey, yeah. And I have to tell her, I was already eating when I missed her call. So I have to call back immediately. But somehow I seized what I was eating. I seized it. Because what I was eating was distracting the discussion I was having with her. What is honor?
Order is perfect arrangement of things.
What is honor?
Order is perfect arrangement of
Now
things.
you can see that. Please pay attention. Uncle, Uncle is wood. Uncle is what? Wood. And you use wood to do what? To cook. Now look at this. If this is Ekiwe, you know what is Ekiwe? If I can oversee it. Now I bring this one, I put it here. I put another one here. I put another one here. Put another one there. Outside the Ekiwe. Listen to me. No matter the amount of kerosene or fuel or whatever you pour, the thing can never do what? It will never give you what it is designed for. Why? The woods are scattered. The woods are what? Scattered. And until you put them together, it will not give you the desired result. And that is why this instruction came. Put the wood in order. Don't scatter them. Don't separate them. They must what? Come together. So that by the time the fire comes, many of us are living scattered lives. We are not organized in the things we do. And that is why we are not progressing. That is why success is far from us. Why our lifestyle is not arranged, it's not organized, it's being done anyhow. So why won't you face disappointment? Why won't you face embarrassment? Why won't you face punishment? Why won't you be cautioned? If you go to Philippians 2:14, he said, if you don't murmur, if you don't complain, if you don't argue, you will be blameless. You'll be what? Blameless. You'll be what? Blameless. When you discover that, can't you pattern your life and the environment you will find yourself in a way that you will never be blamed for anything? In a way that you will never be blamed for anything. A man was talking here on Monday. I don't even know that his name. This man, what is his name? Nzewi Callistus. Kali. He said, when I told my father, is it? Okay. He told the mother about this place. No. He said his father appeared to him in his dream and warned him never to do anything that will make this man to be angry. The dead father appeared to him in a dream and warned him, never you do anything to offend this man. You are looking at me and saying, those of you that were here, am I talking? We are you here. You are here on Monday. We are here on Monday. Look at her. She's not here. Now, what does that imply? I will never do anything that will bring about blame. I will never do anything that will bring about caution. I will never do anything that will bring about punishment upon my life. And when you look at it, each time his attention is called, he takes it. And he will thank you for correcting him. He doesn't fail to say thank you. Be appreciative. Because these people are older than me here. And for them to call my attention means I am out of order. I am what? And because of the love they have for me, they want to bring me to the place of what? Order. Not those that want to complain. Let me make a teacher. Right. If we'll be here on Sunday, you'll hear something. There's something I wanted to teach this morning. I said, no, let me leave it on Sunday. We will have more adults. Because many of us don't know what humility is. If you want to know what it is, see me here on Sunday. I'm not joking. You have not heard it from me before. If you want to know what humility is, see me on Sunday. Put the wood in order. So God is a God of order. If you look at, if this man can get it for me, Isaiah 38 verse 1. when God told Isaiah to go and tell Ezekiel to put his house what? In order, for he is about to die. In those days, Hezekiah was sick unto death, and Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, came unto him and said unto him, thus says the Lord, set thy house in order. Set your house what? In order. Somebody is not talking. No, who is that boy here? Set your house in what? Order. Set your house in what? Order. Set your academic pursuit in order. Set it in order. Do this in an orderly manner. God, the God we serve is a God of order. Look at what we read in 1 Corinthians 14:40. Do all things decently and what?
In order.
Including your what?
Dressing.
Including your what?
Dressing.
Answer me now. Including your what?
Dressing.
Now listen to me. Do you know you came into this world without clothes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In your mother's womb, you will not have come out. Now, if God wanted it to continue that way, there wouldn't have been need for clothing. There wouldn't have been need for what? Clothing. There wouldn't have been need for what? Clothing. There wouldn't have been need for what? Clothing. There wouldn't have been need for clothing. Now you have clothes. After that, baby materials will be bought. Expensive ones. So you will be clothed. Even as a baby, there is no part of your body that will be left to avoid pneumonia, to avoid cold. Now hear me. If the cloth is to cover your body, why is it that you will look at your body, you see a cloth, you will open this place? Now this place you are opening, who do you want to see this flesh? You come to others, they will leave there open. What for? Mindset, where mindset is telling you something. Why you should look low, tear this place open. Do I ask you a question? Open Ibu here. Abba. Otito, my friend, you get me happy. No, I'm asking us. Open Ibu if you're not back here. Yeah. Will you open it? You want to cover it so that people will not see it. That is how you should cover your nakedness. That cloth is for you to use it to cover your body. Why will you, as a woman, wear something that will show part of your breast? What are you showing that breast for? Who do you want to see your breast? Wrong mindset. Oh, when you feel that you know people in again. That breast is a private one. It's not for everyone to see. It's not for everyone to look at. It's a breast you should reserve for the man that God has made available for you. So why will you open it for everyone to see? It is an indecent dressing. Indecent. And that is not what the Bible says we should do. It said, do it decently and in an orderly manner. When we talk of order here, let me tell you, you are not supposed to wear more than 3 colors. You are not supposed, from head to toe, you should not be more than 3 colors. This one is red. This one is blue. Your shoe is white. Your skirt is red. You have not dressed in an orderly manner. I You see, when I put on this hanky comment, I have to put it in. Because it does not depict by this thing. We should learn how to dress in an orderly manner. Even your hair color, your color of your hair, does it match with what you are putting on? Even our house today, go back to your house. Look at the color of the tiles. Look at the paint on the wall. Look at the color. How many colors do you have in your parlor? Just go and check it. He said everything must be done in an orderly manner. Now you are a man, you sew the trouser, clothes. What happened? You will put it down. Why not to move with only pants? So what is the sense of putting on that trouser? What is the sense of putting that short? Then you pull it down. It will show your pants. He said, Nakai, you are not representing God's image. If you want people to see your pants, don't put on the shirt, don't put on the trouser. We only pant the waka. We are only that pant the waka. When will you go to bring it down? And then that also, you become uncomfortable with the nature of what you are putting on. We attract evil without knowing. We attract evil to ourselves without knowing. You will so scared. He said, "Why? He said, "Why?" That when you are moving, the tie or tie couldn't appear. Tight. The tight inside is being shown. When you don't put on tight, your pants they show. So what is the sense of that skirt? What's that skirt? See about power every day here. You see about power now. What's the sense of that skirt? Oh, you know, I guess when I look at these things, I begin to wonder. This clothes, this material has been useless. It's a useless material. You spend money buying material to useless it. Because you want somebody to show you a lap, Sabatogo. Why not leave that skirt? And we only you are tight. They walk out for road. Or we only you are fine, they walk out for road. People will just call them mad woman. They'll start avoiding you. You disturb people with this, opening it. What are you opening your armpit for? I am saying this morning because of those of us that are new. Telling you why we ask you to dress the way you dress. You should look decent. That is what the Bible is teaching me. Look decent in everything. Look decent. When your mind is not organized in the class, you will find it difficult to understand. You will find it what? A teacher is in the class teaching. Your mind will go to Kafanchan. Another one will go to your village. Another one has gone home. Maybe your mother was preparing stew or jollof rice. You are thinking, when will this rice come to me? Whatever the teacher is teaching at that time, you will not understand it. You can't serve 2 masters at a time. You are in the class, you will not focus. That is a scattered wood. When your mind is not organized, it's scattered. Yeah, I mean, when you as a teacher is teaching, and you are thinking something else while you are teaching, that is when you make mistakes. I do it too. When it comes, there's something I was thinking that will make me write instead of each. But when you are focused, your attention is consumed by that thing you are teaching, you will avoid those silly mistakes. And when you don't teach in an orderly manner, you confuse those who are listening to you. That is why this school will teach step by step. I don't know whether the description, what the analysis of Chibus concerning this school, whether they have sent it online. You need to send that in online and to parents platform with a comment thread. Let me give you a caption. Do you know when this wood were placed in an orderly manner, what happened? Elijah just said, God, he called what? Fire. And fire came down. And do what? And consumed it. Even after pouring water, listen, when you are orderly, you are unstoppable. Yes, sir. Nobody can stop you. When you are moving in an orderly manner, look at the ants when they line up and they are moving. You wait one to avoid them. Yes. Wait the one. They will just line up, they are moving. When you come and see the thing, you jump up. If you win, you will never see any. It's all wiggy. Somebody hear what they talk this morning. If you hear, sir, I hear you, sir.
I hear you, sir.
You should see the hear.
Yes, sir.
In your cooking not the man. But can we say mechanic cooking? You can't get into the class to teach without being organized. That is why we write lesson plan and lesson note. It helps you to organize. What you do with your note, you are stating what you are going to do in the class. So that when you go to the class, you will be organized. If after plan you are not, you go to the class to teach another thing, you are out of place. You are out of order. You don't do that. Have a note to plan for your teaching. So when you go to the class, you're already prepared. You know what you are going there to do. And you go there and begin to address it. So those of you who find it difficult to operate or teach according to our standard of teaching here, this is the reason why we do that. For what we do in class to be effective, you must teach in an orderly manner. You don't teach anyhow. From Jericho, you go to Jerusalem. From Jerusalem, you come to Nigeria. From Nigeria, you go to South. You are doing it, confusing the children. Let me tell you what happened of recent. When I was in primary 4 teaching, I began my teaching with addition of 1 digit decimal number and 1 digit decimal number. When I did that, I got the exercise. They cleared it. So I thought I was teaching intelligent people because wow now, I've done a lot of work in them while in primary 3. So I now came and began to scatter the thing. 2 digits, 3 digits, 4.